Change is inevitable. It's a constant, unyielding force that shapes our lives in ways both big and small. It's a fundamental part of life, like the rising and setting of the sun. Just as the sun marks the passage of time, change marks the evolution of our experiences. Yet despite its constant presence, change often evokes fear and resistance. We find ourselves anxious, hesitant, and sometimes even paralyzed by the thought of it. Why is it that something so natural can feel so unsettling? The answer lies in our deep-seated instincts and the way our brains are wired. The answer lies within our human nature. Our brains are designed to seek out patterns and predictability, which makes us creatures of habit. We are creatures of habit, finding comfort in the familiar and predictable. Our daily routines and rituals provide a sense of stability and control. Change disrupts this sense of order, forcing us to confront the unknown and step outside our comfort zones. It challenges our routines and compels us to adapt. This fear of change is deeply ingrained in us. It's a natural response to uncertainty and the potential for loss. From a primal perspective, change often signaled danger. Our ancestors had to be wary of sudden shifts in their environment. A sudden shift in weather could mean famine, while a new predator threatened survival. These changes required immediate and often life-saving responses. This inherent need for security and predictability still influences our reactions today. We seek stability in our finances, our homes, and our relationships. While the threats we face may have evolved, our instinctive aversion to change persists. We react to unexpected news and sudden changes with the same caution and concern. However, avoiding change entirely is not an option. Life is dynamic, and change is a necessary part of growth and progress. Just as a stagnant pond breeds mosquitoes, a life devoid of change can become stale and unfulfilling. Without change, we risk stagnation and missed opportunities. Embracing change, on the other hand, allows us to grow, adapt, and discover new possibilities. It opens doors to new experiences and personal development. Understanding why we fear change is the first step towards overcoming it. By recognizing our natural tendencies, we can better manage our reactions. By acknowledging our fears and challenging our perceptions, we can begin to see change not as a threat, but as an opportunity for growth and transformation. Embracing change can lead to a more fulfilling and enriched life. One of the most common fears associated with change is the fear of the unknown. This fear can grip us tightly, making it difficult to move forward. When faced with a change, our minds race with what-if scenarios, often fixating on negative outcomes. We start to imagine all the things that could go wrong, and this can be overwhelming. We crave certainty and control, and the ambiguity of change feels unsettling. The lack of clear answers can make us feel lost and anxious. This uncertainty can manifest in various ways, from mild apprehension to paralyzing anxiety. It can affect our sleep, our mood, and even our physical health. Imagine being offered a new job. The excitement is often mixed with a sense of dread. While it might seem like a fantastic opportunity, the uncertainty can trigger fear. Questions about the future start to flood our minds. What if the new role isn't a good fit? What if the responsibilities are too overwhelming? What if you don't get along with your new co-workers? The fear of not fitting in can be daunting. These unknowns can overshadow the potential benefits, making the familiar seem more appealing despite its limitations. The comfort of the known often outweighs the allure of the unknown. This fear stems from our brain's natural tendency to anticipate and prepare for potential threats. It's a survival mechanism that has kept us safe for centuries. When faced with an unknown situation, our minds go into overdrive, trying to predict every possible outcome. This can lead to a state of constant worry and stress. This process, while intended to protect us, often leads to exaggerated fears and worst-case scenarios. we end up creating problems that don't even exist yet. The key to overcoming this fear lies in reframing our perspective. By changing the way we look at uncertainty, we can transform our fear into excitement. Instead of focusing on the potential negatives, we can choose to see uncertainty as a blank canvas. It's a chance to create something new and beautiful. It's an opportunity to write a new chapter, explore different possibilities, and discover hidden potential. Embracing uncertainty can lead to growth and unexpected joys. Closely linked to the fear of the unknown is the fear of losing control. This fear can manifest in various aspects of our lives, from our personal relationships to our professional endeavors. Change often disrupts our carefully constructed routines and plans, making us feel powerless and adrift. The chaos that ensues can be overwhelming, leaving us scrambling to regain a sense of order. We find comfort in predictability, and the unexpected nature of change can feel like a direct challenge to our sense of agency. Our daily rituals, like enjoying a morning coffee or reading a book, provide a sanctuary of stability. This desire for control is deeply rooted in our need for security. We lock our doors, check our security systems, and gather with loved ones to create a safe environment. We create routines and structures to provide a sense of order and predictability in our lives. These routines, from setting an alarm clock to organizing our workspace, help us feel in control. These routines, from our morning coffee ritual to our career paths, give us a sense of agency and stability. They are the anchors that keep us grounded amidst the uncertainties of life. When change disrupts these routines, it can feel like the rug has been pulled out from under us. The shock and confusion can be disorienting, making it difficult to find our footing. Imagine a seasoned chef forced to adapt to a new kitchen. The familiar rhythm of their work is suddenly interrupted, and they must navigate an unfamiliar environment. The layout is different, the equipment is unfamiliar, and their usual rhythm is thrown off. This can lead to a sense of frustration and anxiety as they struggle to regain their flow. This sudden loss of control over their environment can be frustrating and anxiety-inducing. The stress of adapting to new circumstances can take a toll on their mental and emotional well-being. However, clinging too tightly to control can be stifling. It can prevent us from embracing new opportunities and experiences that come our way. It prevents us from adapting to new situations, learning from unexpected experiences, and discovering unforeseen opportunities. By letting go of the need for control, we open ourselves up to growth and new possibilities. True freedom comes from accepting that we cannot control everything and learning to navigate change with flexibility and resilience. Embracing the unknown with an open heart allows us to find peace and joy in the journey. Our comfort zones are like cozy nests we build for ourselves. They are familiar, predictable, and safe. They represent a space where we feel secure, in control, and free from excessive anxiety or discomfort. However, these comfort zones can also become cages, limiting our growth and preventing us from experiencing life's full richness. Staying within our comfort zones is enticing. It requires minimal effort, involves less risk, and offers a sense of security. We know what to expect, how to react, and are less likely to encounter failure or disappointment. This is why we often gravitate towards the familiar, even when it no longer serves us. Consider a talented artist who only paints still lifes. They excel in this genre, receiving praise and recognition for their work. However, a part of them yearns to explore abstract art. The thought of venturing into a new style, facing potential criticism or failure, keeps them firmly planted within their comfort zone. True growth and fulfillment often lie outside these boundaries. Stepping outside our comfort zones, while initially uncomfortable, is crucial for personal and professional development. It exposes us to new experiences, challenges our perspectives, and allows us to develop resilience and adaptability. The fear of failure is a powerful deterrent to embracing change. The possibility of making mistakes, facing criticism, or not meeting expectations can be paralyzing. This fear often stems from a fear of judgment, both from ourselves and others. We worry about appearing incompetent, foolish, or unsuccessful. This fear is often amplified by societal expectations and our own internal critic. We are taught from a young age that failure is something to be avoided rather than a natural part of the learning process. This can lead to perfectionism, procrastination, and a reluctance to step outside our comfort zones. Imagine a young entrepreneur with a groundbreaking business idea. However, the fear of failure cripples them. They worry about their business failing, losing their investment, and facing judgment from their peers. This fear prevents them from taking the leap and pursuing their dream. Overcoming the fear of failure requires a shift in perspective. We need to reframe failure not as a measure of our worth, but as a stepping stone to success. Every mistake, every setback is an opportunity to learn, adapt, and grow. Embracing this growth mindset allows us to approach change with courage and resilience,